Well, bonjour from France. We're back again and we are here today for our first ever visit to Parc ASTRIX. This one has been on the bucket list for a very long time. And you've got rides here such as Toutatis, you've got Osiris, you've got Tonnerre to Zeus. Yeah. Regardless, it's going to be a really good fun day. And again, we are here with Phoenix Adventures. A huge thanks to Corinne and Chris for making this happen. So without further ado, let's get into the park and let's start our first ever visit here at Parc ASTRIX. Let's go. Yeah, I get the impression it's going to be quite a busy day today. There's a lot of coaches here. In fact, the amount of coaches here is probably on par with what you'd see at Alton Towers on the school trip day. But it is one of the most popular theme parks here in France. And of course, people do come here also when they visit Disneyland too, with its proximity, so it's not that far away. But yeah, we're going to get in, got our tickets booked, and as I said, let's start our day. Yeah, lots of people here today. Okay, right, well, we're in the park, made it in. In terms of where we're heading first, I don't know. I mean, the impulse is to go to Toutatis. I think we might be better off taking a bit of a walk around first and sort of scoping things out a little bit, but we'll just blag it and see where we head first. The first impressions, the theming is absolutely fantastic. It's really detailed, really well put together, very, very colourful. And of course, Parc ASTRIX is based on the comic book ASTRIX, I think, something like that. Yeah, I'm not hugely up on this, but of course, the actual theme in itself looks amazing. And there's so many rides here for us to check out as well. You know, some of these rides have actually been on my bucket list personally for a very long time. There's the chap himself, ASTRIX himself, sat up there looking at everybody to come in. But yeah, as I said, we're just going to kind of wander and see where we end up first. Okay, well, no hanging about then in that case, it's Toutatis first. And yeah, I just tried to look at the park map, I couldn't make head and tail of that, although to be fair, I was never good at geography anyway. So we'll just do what we do and kind of find us way as we sort of go around. We can see the roller coaster coming up though. You can see the top hat over there. So it is going to be in this general direction and it's probably going to have one of the biggest queues as well, but we're going to queue and we're going to ride it. And as far as I'm aware, I can take you all along for the ride as well. Right, well, let's go do this. And that red track over there, that car there is the brand new one this year, C'est Automatiques. Spinning coaster, goes slower, looks very fun. Of course, we'll ride that later on, but for now, Festival Toutatis, that way. Oh, I found the entrance. There might be a bit of a wait, to be fair, but we're going to wait it out. Let's see how long this takes. Oh, Merlin, just in case you're wondering, this again is how you do theming. Look at the detail on that. That is absolutely incredible. And just the sheer amount of attention to detail around here. The whole park meets these standards. This is the consistent standard that any park should be aiming for. That is incredible. Right, okay, so it's been about 10 or 15 minutes probably, or around about 10 minutes since I spoke to you last. We're now into the main queue itself. And touch wood at the moment, not that I want to kind of jinx myself, but it is moving steadily, which is good to see. The only other thing though is it's quite difficult to film Toutatis from this particular point here, because you are literally surrounded by grass and everything else. I'm sure we'll get some views as we go around, and of course there are certain points where you can film some off-ride footage, so I'll stick a bit of that obviously in where I can do. But yeah, really excited for this. By far one of the most anticipated rides of the year for me doing this. Really excited to see how this feels. And of course, a lot of people have compared this as well to Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg too. It's a very, very similar layout. It's not identical, but it is very similar. So let's see how it feels. Worth noting as well, operations here so far seem to be absolutely fantastic. I've literally thrown them out. I think Johnny timed it every 20 seconds. And as one is entering the station, another one is hitting that launch and going for it. So if they keep that up, these wait times should be pretty well managed, I'd say. straight up into the station. Another 5 or 10 minutes, I reckon, and hopefully we should be on. And yes, I can take you along for the ride. Oh yeah! Nice! Woo! Whoa! Oh yeah! Woo! Oh, hey! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Hey! Whoa! Oh! Woo! 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 Oh! Woo! Oh! What a ride. Well, to Tartus. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That ride is just crazy in every sense of the meaning. But what Intamin have done with that ride and just what they've created, that has to be one of the best launch coasters here in Europe. And it just does everything right. It's just got the right mix of everything. There's the right amount of elements and uniqueness and creativity and airtime, ejector, speed. It has everything. It literally has everything. What an amazing start to our day here at PARC ASTRIX. Well, we've just come off, as you saw, and the line is still very much quite the way. It's all the way back there. Although it does look like a big line, admittedly, it does move quite quickly and it kind of keeps on moving, as you sort of seen there as well. So there is kind of gradual, constant movement. I think there must be about 3 or 4 trains on the actual ride itself. But yeah, what a way to start the day, as I said. That was utterly mind-blowing. Right, next up we're going to head on to Set Automatiques, which is the brand new coaster for this year and is a Gerstlauer spinning family coaster. Looks really good fun, and it's got a really kind of nice design as well. Again, based off one of the ASTRIX characters within the actual comic books themselves. So, let's go for a ride. All right, here we go. Set Automatiques, beautifully designed spinning coaster. I mean, visually off-ride, it looks incredible, doesn't it? Brand new for this year as well, and I think it's only been open a few weeks. It's not been long. There's plenty of elements there that are certainly going to lend themselves to whip, I'll tell you that much. Here we go. A little chicken or turkey or something on the front of it. Yeah, this is going to be great fun, is this? Right, well, let's go for a ride. Hey, hey, hey! The Set Automatiques appears to have gone down. A lot of the other ride vehicles seem to have cleared the brake sections, but this one's kind of gone forwards and then backwards, and now it's going again. And off they go. Hopefully we'll see this reopen shortly, but regardless, this is quite fun to watch. So as with after any kind of sort of breakdown or tech delay, they have to now retest the ride a few times with empty vehicles before they can let people back onto the ride. The main thing is though that they've done this really quickly, and that's really impressive to see. But the ride is literally making its way around now. Yeah, looking good. So at the time of recording this, Set Automatiques has actually only been open roughly just over 3 weeks. It opened to the public on August 18th and today is September the 13th. So literally just under a month. And to be fair, actually, the trains themselves are cycling them out. They've also got a travel later, we believe, in the station too. So you kind of get on and off as they actually move through the station. It's going to be a really interesting experience and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Well, it's time for a ride on Set Automatiques, so let's take you on board and discuss this ride afterwards.
I'm sure I've seen her walking around Leeds before.
Oh, here we are. Woo! Oh! Backwards. Woo! Oh! Got it. Hey! Okay, so Set Automatiques, let's talk about it because it's a very short ride cycle for a very, very long wait, and the wait itself probably roughly equates to about 3/4 of an hour to maybe even possibly the side of an hour due to obviously the delay on the ride. Now, the whole experience itself is roughly over in about a minute or a minute and a half. There was a little bit of a pop of air time, not much spinning. We did try to wait it so that obviously we thought we'd have a bit of an advantage, but sadly that just didn't happen. It's a good addition, it is, and it's going to eat through queues quite quickly as well, but it isn't the best coaster here by a long shot. I think it's a real good filler attraction, but it's certainly not something in terms of like a headline attraction, if that makes sense. I'm going to get some food now, sit down, have a bit of a break, and then hopefully, all being well, we'll head over to Osiris, which of course is the park's B&M invert. Well, food time, well, let's just go for the kebab meal. Now, this is roughly about 16 euros. Nice big kebab, loads of chips down side. Drink as well, we've all gone for the same thing, and to be fair actually, the meat itself was really nice. It's really well flavoured, really well seasoned, nice and warm. Yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, chips are chips, nice and hot, and Coke, nice and fizzy. Overall, good quality food, a little bit on the pricey side, but in all honesty, it's a theme park. You pay for what you get, effectively. And to me, that looks like a pretty good meal. Okay, so we've had some food, we've had a bit of a chill out for a little bit. We're now going to head on to Osiris, which is the park's B&M invert coaster. Now this ride's been up for quite a while, and in a lot of pictures that you see, it looks really, really clean and kind of well painted. Well, the reality is somewhat different, because the ride itself looks very faded, putting it politely. That being said though, it does fit the ancient Egyptian kind of aesthetic. And this is also going to be the biggest B&M invert we have ever been on as well. It's just about to come down the drop, so let's wait for it to come round. But yeah, it's absolutely gigantic. Bigger than anything we've got in the UK, and this is going to be absolutely incredible. And of course, we'll take you guys along for the ride as well. Here she comes. Osiris may be a beast of a ride, but it's also got a beast of a queue line as well. Quite the trek. Fits the desert feel, I mean, to be fair. But yeah, we'll be heading down there shortly, and it is advertised as 45 minutes. So let's see how spot on that is. And so it begins. Now taking the ancient Egyptian lift today. Looks like we're taking the stairs. Calm down, mate. It's only a commercial. He sounds like he's had a bad curry. And I'll tell you something, back in the day, they must have been good at magic, but in all fairness, that trick stinks. And here we can see some of the old on-site Tame used to have, although she can't have been that popular because she's got the axe. Oh, I'm seeing red. Right, time for riding on Osiris. Let's go. Share my thoughts when we come off. Well, Osiris, that was pleasantly surprising. I've got to admit, hearing the kind of rattles and everything else off-ride, I did expect that to be quite rough, but actually it wasn't. It was actually pretty smooth. Now, the elements themselves are cracking, they're very forceful. We were sat at the front, obviously, as you've seen, and Kelly and Phil kind of sat towards the back. Yeah, it's good. It really whips you through those inversions. There's plenty of them. There's a great near miss here, as it kind of goes down into the water, which we'll see in a second. There she goes. Overall, just a really good, fun B&M sort of doing what they do best, basically. A good fun ride. And pretty forceful to boot as well. Something as well, that whole area is one of the most beautifully themed areas that I've seen outside of the likes of Efteling and Phantasialand, because there is just so much detail in it and just so much authenticity as well, especially when you got, you know, all that kind of live entertainment as you've seen too. It's just a really good solid addition to the park and something quite different at the same time. This is giving me like movie set vibes. This is really bizarre. Walking through like a full-on street. I thought I was supposed to be in middle of Paris or something, but oh, it's cool, but it's a bit weird. Especially with the giant spider webs everywhere. And now I've entered some sort of weird medieval / piratey town. Yeah, the theming keeps getting more and more interesting as we make through. But if you're wondering where we're off, we're heading towards Tonnerre to Zeus, which, despite my better judgments, I am actually going to try and ride. Yeah, let's see how that one goes. And again, even more. Just weird themed indoor areas. Cool though. And medieval? I don't know. Strange. Well, the rain's decided to show itself. I mean, it's held off most of the day, so I can't really moan about that. Yeah, is what it is. Ain't gonna stop us having fun. And I'm definitely not riding that because Gudrix is supposed to be one of the most rough coasters going. And if Tonnerre 2 Zeus wasn't going to be bad enough, that thing there is definitely going to break my spine. No, 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 and 100 times, just no. Funny thing is, I don't even need to ride that to know that's going to be bad. I can tell it from the way that everybody's been choking around like a shitting dog on there, to be honest with you. But yeah, not that Tonnerre 2 Zeus is going to be much better, but it's a wooden coaster and might as well do it. One thing that is a shame is the fact that the Sky Bar is shut today, because you can get a drink from there, and then you go take a seat and you're strapped in, and it goes all the way up there. So you can have a drink while enjoying views of, well, PARC ASTRIX. Well, Zeus, I've got to say I'm absolutely loving the pink with yellow duck underwear on there, mate. Well done, good choice. And I mean, evidently, what can I say? I'm into BDSM. Perfect ride for that, isn't it? And from what I've heard, PARC ASTRIX, that's got to be the understatement of a century. Some major bumps and jolts. Well, apparently it's as rough as a bag of spanners. Prod shot. Well, we've been in the queue now for roughly probably around about 30 to 40 minutes. It is moving gradually. The train's making some very questionable noises as it goes around. People are screaming a lot, and the track's flexing in parts a lot more than it should be, putting it politely. This is going to be an interesting experience, but of course I will share it with you. Right, let's go see the chiropractor. Well, we're almost there. Through those doors there, or whatever it is, and then into the station. And with that in mind, let's go break our backs. Oh, God, no, this is going to hurt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh! Woo! Oh! Wow. Woo! Ow! Ow! Oh, never again. Right, well, the positives. One, I've ridden it. Two, I will never do it again. Three, that wasn't as bad as Luke Grew. But, and it's a massive but, because that is still as rough as a sack of spanners. That is a horrible ride. I mean, if you want to RMC a roller coaster, again, that is definitely one you can RMC, but I've done it. That's all I'm taking from it, I've done it. Well, I think I can speak for myself, Adrian, and also Johnny when we say we really do need something nice and strong after that. Luckily, the Sky Bar's reopened. Let's go sit up there for a bit, shall we? Right, well, we've got our drink ready. You've got lovely little drinks holders here. No additional charge for this other than kind of cost of your drink as well. This is included with the price. So obviously it's going to be busier on nicer days. But yeah, you get your drink, put it in there. This lovely person here climbs on board and climbs back out again. Does something with a seatbelt. All right, fair enough. Anyway, yeah, we go up, right up there. See you at the top.
A few moments later.
I'll tell you something, that's a long way down. Look at my feet. Way! So 35 metres, whatever that equates to in feet, that is a heck of a long way down. But the views are pretty amazing. World first, vlogging in the sky. There we are. Got me beer. So, cheers. Have a good time. Yeah. It's nice and breezy up here as well, but it's not actually that cold, and thankfully it's not raining, so it's definitely a bonus. But you really do kind of get a good idea as to where things actually are in the park when you're up here too. So again, if you want a good way of finding out where all your rides are, this is the way. Next up then we've got Pegasus Express, which looks absolutely fantastic. Now this is a really well-themed, unique kind of family coaster, basically, put it politely. It's actually quite a decent size as well. There's a lot to it, including a bit of a surprise element to it as well. So let's go for a ride. Looks like there's a bit of a queue for it, but at the end of the day, as we have seen, the queues do tend to move fairly reasonably quickly. So let's jump in and see how long it takes. I found ASTRIX himself, making a guest cameo. Right, we're almost there. Train's literally coming in as we speak. Still a bit of queuing to do, but yeah. Shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. That looks like an ancient Greek chariot shop in here. And to be fair, you might even be able to bag yourself some bargains. Right, okay, well, it's time for a ride. Come join me, and I will share my thoughts on this when we get off. Let's go.
Jusque dans mon père. Pauvre fou. Fuyez. Fuyez.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Good God! Ah! Well, okay, Pegasus Express, that was actually quite fun, although even though it's a lengthy coaster, it's actually over really quickly. Yeah, it's smooth, it's a bit jolly in parts, the backward launch has quite a bit of a kick to it, but overall it's a good, fun family coaster, and it's certainly going to be one that's kind of popular with the little ones. Yeah, another great addition to PARC ASTRIX. You are literally sitting between his cheeks. Talk about cheeky. Okay, right, so it's roughly just over an hour before the end of the day, so it's 5:51. Park closes at 7 today. So we're going to go and get another ride on the Two Tatis, because that's got to be done. And then if we've got time, we'll get a ride on Bob, of course, which is the bobsleigh coaster. Yeah, a few things to do. Let's get to it. Right, well, as you can see, we're in the queue. It's saying 35 minutes, but in all fairness, it's a really big queue. It is moving though, so that's the main thing. And it's a little bit damp too, but again, considering what it originally forecast, I think we've done really well personally. Regardless, the ride is absolutely flying and it's shooting around the track at probably about 3 times the speed it was this morning. So getting back on it is going to be amazing. And of course, now we've done front row, doesn't necessarily matter about that. So our aim at this particular stage is to sit towards the back of the train, preferably back row if we can. And yeah, let's see how that feels. Oh, we're almost there now, so another 5 or 10 minutes maybe and then we'll actually be on the ride. Yeah, looking forward to this.
Votre embarquement est imminent. Nous vous prions de déposer vos sacs dans le chariot.
All right, time for another ride. Let's see where we end up. Oh, now we're talking. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Oh! This is absolutely insane. Woo! Oh yeah! Woo! Whoa! And there you have it, guys. That is a new #1. This is officially #1. There is no two ways about that. New #1. There we have it. Well, Two Tatis. I mean, there you have it. You saw the POV. You heard what I had to say, and yes, it is now officially my #1. I think followed then by Conda at Wallaby Belgium, and Gotham City. It's all Intamin, literally all Intamin at this stage. And I think given what they're doing and just how creative they are with what they're actually making at this present moment in time, it's very well deserved. So yeah, new #1, Two Tatis, and an incredible day here at PARC ASTRIX, and also an incredible first visit. I do want to give a massive thank you, of course, to Corinne and Chris once again at Phoenix Adventures, who are official partners, for giving us this opportunity. A massive thank you to you guys as always. But before we do wrap this up, we're going to go find somewhere to sit down, have a warm drink, chill out, and enjoy the last 20 minutes of our day here at PARC ASTRIX. And you've also got a character meet and greet here at the end of the day as well for guests on their way out of the park, which is really, really nice. And there you have it, that wraps up our day here at PARC ASTRIX, and once again a massive thank you to Phoenix Adventures for allowing us this amazing opportunity. It's been a cracking day, and ultimately it's been wonderful to tick this park off our bucket list. It's been one we wanted to get to for a very long time, so I've finally been able to do it. Come check out the likes of Tutatis, and of course Osiris, Set Automatiques, it's a bit of a mouthful that one, and everything else as well. It's just been a cracking day. So over the coming weeks then, we do have Emerald Park next week. We have Movie Park Germany the week after that. Of course, we're also into our whole big Halloween season very, very imminently as well. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that and you have enjoyed today's video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to avoid missing out. And if you have enjoyed this video, as ever, do make sure that you do smash that like button to let me know. But without further ado, my name's Joe, this is Theme Park Insanity, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Home time.